second soccer tutorial video. This week we are focusing on 1v1 attacking and defending. My partner for playing one-on-one is my brother Justin. He's an amazing soccer player.
Hey guys.
During quarantine, you can play with your siblings or parents, anybody in your family that you are in quarantine with. To play one-on-one, you can set up goals by using cones or shoes or anything like this. Or you can play not going to any direction and just trying to keep the ball from your opponent. A drill that my brother and I like to play before we start playing one-on-one against each other is juggle passing with each other. It's a great way to warm up and to get your touch ready to play one-on-one. You can first start off at playing at a close distance with each other, and then as you get more comfortable, you can start playing at a farther distance away from each other. Here's an example of us playing juggle pass at a longer distance. It's a lot harder to play at a longer distance and improves your touch even more. As I said earlier, if you have a partner to play one-on-one with, this is a great way to warm up physically, mentally, and your touch on the ball as well. I'm going to demonstrate some attacking moves to get past your defender in one-on-one. The first one-on-one attacking move that I'm going to show you is called the scissor. For the scissor, bring your closest foot to the ball around the front of the ball and plant it on the other side of the ball. Push off that foot and take a touch with the outside of your foot in front of and past the defender's front foot. For the scissor and all of the other attacking moves that I'm going to show you, try to dribble at first in the direction that the defender is forcing you, and then do your move to put the defender off balance and take a bigger touch in front of and past the defender's front foot, and change your speed to running faster to get to the ball. The next move I'm going to show you is called the step over. For the step over, bring your furthest foot from the ball around the front of the ball and plant it on the other side of the ball. Bring your other foot behind the ball and plant it. Push off that foot and use the outside of your nearest foot, which is the one that went around the front of the ball, to take a touch in front of and past the defender's front foot. The next move that I'm going to show you is called a rake step over. For the rake step over, roll the ball with the sole of your foot hard diagonally, toward, in front of, and past the defender's front foot. Step around the front of the ball with your other foot and speed up to get to the ball. Next move I'm going to show you is called a snake. For the snake, take a touch with the inside of one foot diagonally and hop on your planted foot at the same time. Without taking your foot off the ball, bring your foot across the ball and use the outside of that foot to take a touch in front of and past the defender's front foot. The next move that I'm going to show you is the inside of the foot to the other inside of the foot around the defender. For this move, take a hard touch with the inside of one of your feet in front of the defender's front foot and use the inside of your other foot to take a touch past the defender's front foot. The next move that I'm going to show you is called a V. For the V, take a touch close to the defender and then pull the ball back with the sole of your foot to your other foot and use that foot to take a touch past the defender's front foot. The next move that I'm going to show you is called the elastico. For the elastico, use the outside of your foot to touch the ball towards the defender, and without taking your foot off the ball, bring your foot around the ball and use the inside of that foot to take a touch in front of and past the defender's front foot. The next move that I'm going to show you is called the Maradona. For the Maradona, step on the ball with the sole of one foot and roll it sideways while spinning around the defender, and use the sole of your other foot to take a touch past the defender's front foot while you complete spinning around the defender. The next move that I'm going to show you is called the Ronaldo chop. For the Ronaldo chop, take a touch towards your defender in one direction and then step past the ball with your inside foot and use the inside of your other foot to take a big touch in front of and past the defender's front foot. The next move I'm going to show you is called the pullback Cruyff. For the pullback Cruyff, take a touch close to the defender and then pull the ball back with the sole of your foot and use the inside of that foot to take a touch past the defender. This next move, I'm going to show you the roll to outside of the foot. For the roll to outside of the foot, roll the ball with the sole of one foot away from the defender's front foot and hop on your other foot at the same time. Then change direction and use the outside of the same foot that rolled the ball to take a touch in front of and past the defender's front foot. The next move that I'm going to show you is a jab step in one direction and then go the other direction. For this move, take a touch away from the defender's front foot and use your outside foot to jab step next to the ball. This will make the defender think you are going that direction. Then use the outside of your other foot to take a touch past the defender's front foot. Here are some important things to focus on when doing attacking moves. Attack the front foot, change directions, try to put your defender off balance with your move, slow down before you make your move, and after you make your move, speed up and accelerate towards the ball. Make sure to focus on your body movements as well to fake out the defender, and try to be clean on the ball with your move.
We're going to demonstrate how to properly defend one-on-one.
This clip shows Justin's body shape during defending and how he forces me to go in one direction and then steals it from me. This clip shows how Justin gets his hand on my hip when he is defending to prevent me from getting past him. Justin is low and keeps his feet moving the whole time. Also, he keeps his hand on my hip to prevent me from getting past him. Also, he is patient and does not dive in until he knows he'll get contact with the ball. Here's an example of a great slide tackle from Justin. Justin has perfect timing on his slide tackle and gets great contact with the ball. He also follows through on his slide tackle to kick the ball as far away from me as possible. Here's another example of Justin's great defending. He closes the ball down quickly and is patient and does not dive in and waits for me to make the mistake. Here's an example of Justin shielding the ball from me. Justin's technique to shield the ball from me is perfect. He waits for me to take a big touch, and when I take the big touch, he puts his hand on my chest or my hip and puts his leg in front of me. He then just blocks my movement and keeps moving to block me off. Some important things to focus on when defending are close down the ball quickly, be patient and wait until you know you will get contact with the ball to dive in. The first point of contact should be the defender's hand on the attacker's hip. For the defender, force the attacker to go in one direction, stay low, and keep your feet moving. Here are some clips from a 1v1 game that I played against my brother. In the 1v1, it is important to focus on practicing some of the moves and the defensive technique that we showed you in the video. Playing one-on-one is super fun and it is super competitive as well. Thank you very much to Justin for being my one-on-one partner in this video. As you can see, he's an incredible player with a ton of skills on offense and impossible to get past on defense.
Today we learned about 1v1 attacking and defending and some skill moves to use and on the attack and some defending technique to use on defense too to stop your opponents. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you have fun practicing 1v1 with your family, your siblings or parents. And also keep on practicing and having fun doing dribbling, juggling, passing and shooting and all, and the speed ladder and strength training that I showed you in my previous videos. As always, you can email me at ecarma.org if you have any questions. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, stay safe and healthy and have fun continuing to play soccer.